Hi, Clark Reid back with today's tech headlines. If you enjoy the reports, love it if you give us a like while you're here and hit the like button. And also, you may subscribe if you want to continue to hear these things and tap the little bell icon. You'll know when every new report is up and ready for you to peruse. Apple held their iPad event today and, as expected, showed off the new iPad Pro models with OLED screens, the new M4 chips, and a thinner case. AppleInsider.com reports there are 11-inch and 13-inch displays, and the cases on the Pros are slightly thinner than before. They also weigh a little bit less. Apple's crowing about the new iPad Pros being the thinnest devices they've ever made. Part of the reason for the svelteness is the OLED panel, which is bright enough not to need backlighting. Apple's using a double layer of OLED pads to get that kind of brightness. The new iPads are also jumping to the M4 processor, as expected. This version of Apple's latest, greatest chip has 4 performance and 6 efficiency cores and a 10-core GPU. The wide camera is at the back. It's 12 megapixel, and again, there's a LiDAR included. But the extra-wide camera, the ultra-wide model, that one is gone. The iPads are available for pre-order now. They ship May 15th. The 11-inch iPad Pro starts at $999, and the 13-incher starts at $1299. Streaming's been a tough nut to crack financially for everybody. Now, Disney is apparently on the cusp of breaking even in streaming. According to CNBC, included in Disney's second quarter earnings report, which beat the street's estimates, the House of Mouse is seeing total entertainment streaming segment having their operating income go up 17%. Now, that includes Disney Plus and Hulu. The division turned a profit for the quarter for the first time. Combined with ESPN Plus, though, the streaming businesses lost $18 million in the quarter. Still, that's way down from the $659 million loss the division had a year ago. Disney Plus core subscribers grew by over 6 million in the second quarter. The channel now has 117.6 million subscribers. Hulu went up 1%, up to 50.2 million. ESPN Plus dropped 2% to 24.8 million. Tesla has gotten a request for a data drop from the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration. It's a biggie. It concerns the investigation into the massive autopilot recall of some 2 million cars and some 20 crashes that occurred after the recall. ArsTechnica.com says Tesla has until July 1st to comply. The NHTSA wants the database with information on, get this, every car it's sold or leased in the U.S. with information on the number and dates of all autopilot driver warnings, disengagements, and suspensions for each of those vehicles. Again, that's about 2 million cars. Tesla must tell the administration how many hands-on wheel warnings its cars have displayed, both pre- and post-recall. Tesla also has to explain to the NHTSA why it decided to implement each of the 5 fixes that it did and in the way it did them, and in laborious depth for each remedy. Elon may have to hire back some of the staff or give some he's planned to lay off a reprieve in order to comply with this by the 1st of July. Now that Apple's rolled out its updated iPads and all that, it's on to the next big show, and that's Google I/O. It's coming up May 14th, just about a week away. And Gadget.com says the big story will be AI, like at almost every tech company now. Expect Google to talk about Gemini AI, rumored to be a total replacement for Google Assistant. And they're probably going to tell us more about the AI assistant they call Pixie, which is an exclusive feature for Pixel devices. Pixie is Gemini-based. It's expected to bow on the Pixel 9 later this year. In addition to AI, we also ought to hear about Android 15 a little bit more. It's out in beta right now, but Google is probably going to be touting their updated privacy sandbox and partial screen sharing, which is a pretty cool idea. It allows you to record or share just a certain app window instead of sharing the full screen. Additionally, satellite connectivity should be increased. That'll be announced, as Samsung and Apple are also racing to give users more ability to communicate via satellite later this year. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.